Welcome to another RSR. Today I'm predicting Euro 2024. It starts tomorrow afternoon, where I am tomorrow night, over in Germany and Europe. But the two of the best summer ever tournaments, the first one is starting. Copa still takes about a week to get started because it's smaller, I guess. That's why. They still end around the same exact time, though, probably because Copa is smaller. But, as it is, we predict the Euros as it starts tomorrow, and our first coverage will be on Saturday when Italy plays Albania, of course. So, we start with Group A. Group A of Scotland, Germany, Hungary, and Switzerland. Fourth place, I have Switzerland because Hungary is a low-key good team. Scotland, pretty damn good. Germany, even if they're still a little bit working their way back up to the power they used to be, they still got some really talented players, and they still are looking pretty good right now. Switzerland, I think, have the least likelihood of even being a lucky loser. I think Germany will beat them, I think Scotland will beat them, and I think Hungary will beat them. I don't think they're getting any points. I really don't. Shaqiri's getting old. Hell, the Chicago Fire look better without him than with him, which is totally funny. Wait. Crap. Toronto plays him on Saturday. Jesus. Without him. Yay, that's great. I shouldn't have said that. That's... Well, there you go. But yeah, they've been playing better without him, Chicago. So if that's the problem, if that's a situation, a crap MLS team plays better without their best DP signing in years, well, since Bastian Schweinsteiger, well, I hate to tell you, you suck. I hate to tell you, you suck. Speaking of another MLS player in this group, very good player. And speaking of that, Hungary. Third place is Hungary. I don't think they have the quality of a Scotland or Germany, but they do have some really good players and a team who's playing pretty well together recently. Roland Salai, Daniel Gazdag, Szoboszlai, they have a good side. Gulashi and goal, they have a good side. And yeah, maybe they could pull an upset against Scotland. They will beat Switzerland. Maybe they draw Scotland. I could see it. Hell, I could see a Hungary win. If everything goes completely wrong for Scotland, I could see it, but 3 or 4 points is probably Hungary's ceiling or floor here. They could do better. Best case scenario is both a win against Switzerland and Scotland, and maybe a draw against Germany. But Hungary is a team that people thought Turkey were last time. They are a true dark horse. I think Hungary will actually be good. People are tipping a team like Romania to be the Turkey of this year. Like, dark horse. People are saying it. I want to see that happen. That would be nice. But Hungary's the team that I'm like, you know what? That's exactly what you thought Turkey would be. But I'm glad people aren't saying it because I don't want to see Hungary get jinxed. So, whatever. Second place, Scotland. Scotland is second place. A very, very good side. They got some really good players. Again, John McGinn, Robertson from Liverpool. They have a great manager. They have a team spirit. Besides those two players, they have a very strong team spirit. I thought they were on the up in 2021. Sadly, they did not make the World Cup. But it was a little bit of a heartbreaker. But to me, they have a team that are on the up. I think 2021 was a very early sign of what Scotland can be. And then they've grown into that. And I think they're a very talented team. Very talented team, but I still think Germany finishes first in Group A. Germany's a side that are strong against these types of teams, strong. They have a good manager in Nagelsmann. They have a good striker. They have a good setup. It's not as good as it was 10 years ago. It's not. It can't be. But they hit their low, their absolute low since then. Not low. But they hit that. But for me, you look at a team like Germany and you're like, okay, they're on their way up. Not plateau, not down. They're on their way up. Yeah, they did draw Mexico, which, yeah, I should hold that against them, but they've still grown since then. They did beat the ever-loving crap out of the USA. We did cover both those matches on this channel, by the way. But, for me, they've grown since. They're in a better position. Nagelsmann's getting the team to come together. I think Germany is sort of like Italy of 2021. At least in the thought process of Germany had a sleeping period, a sleeping giant period. Maybe not as bad as Italy, and arguably you could still say they're in there. And if it wasn't for the Euros, you definitely could say they were in there. But they have a sleeping giant period, but they're on their way. If everything goes to plan or everything goes perfectly, Germany could win this tournament. And it wouldn't shock me one bit. Now, it is in their home country. I don't really think that matters. But, so to a certain extent, at least for a Euro tournament. Now, if it was a World Cup, I'd be like, okay. It means something more. Now, let's remember the last time a tournament was in Germany, who won it? Keep that in mind. But Germany, good team. Group B of Italy, Spain, Croatia, and Albania. Albania in 4th place because I hate to tell you, you ain't beating Spain, you ain't beating Italy, you ain't beating Croatia. Good players. Armando Broja on the team. Good player. You are not as talented as any of those 3 teams. Even a horrible Italy side, which they are not horrible, but you are not more talented than any of these teams. Not a De La Fuente Spain, who I'm not really sold on. And Italy, who is getting better than horrible. They're pushing forward again at the right time. And then Croatia, who are Croatia. People sleep on Croatia for no reason. Sorry, Albania, you're not even a lucky loser. You got the group of death. You're going to feel the group of death. 3rd place, Spain. You're calling me crazy, but listen. I do not believe in De La Fuente as a manager. I think he legitimately is a dinosaur who, yes, he doesn't play football like they were, but they don't know what they're doing. They've lost their soul because of how they lost to Japan. And they go completely off the rails, and they're like, you know what, this works, but we have a lot of big name talent. They could save his ass. Yeah, for lucky loser. And in a small knockout tournament like the Nations League, where it's like, you know what, yeah, they're fine. Sure, great. He's not a good manager. They have the talent. But because he's such a bad manager, I think it's going to hurt them, ironically enough. 2nd place, Italy. Italy in a 2nd place spot because I believe in Luciano Spalletti. Luciano Spalletti, amazing manager, did well with Napoli, got them a Scudetto, as he should have. They had a really good season last year. Look how bad they dropped off when they got rid of him. Point being, or when he left, then Italy called him up and said, hey, we need you. Because we fired Mancini, which rightfully so happened, don't get me wrong. But the players are responding well to Spalletti. The players are playing well. They believe again. It's sort of reminiscent of when Mancini took them to the Euros. And they were like, you know what? We're going to show everybody. It seems like that's happening again. But with actually better tactics. But if Chiesa could carry again, with Retegui, with Scamacca, with the team that they have, ironically enough, overall, on paper, I do think this Italy squad is better than the one who won the Euros. No joke. And my club has Federico Bernardeschi and Lorenzo Insigne. And I saw them in the Euros. But back then. But I gotta admit, I think this squad is better, especially if they play it the way it should be played. And if they maybe tell Donnarumma to sit the hell down and start Vicario, which I don't think will happen, but, you know, 2nd place. 1st place, Croatia. They're going to play as good as they think they deserve. Third place in the world. No longer underdogs. Modric's last dance. Lovro Meyer, the regen, starting to get a bit hot, you know? Good team. Vardiol defending well. Livakovic in goal. Croatia is the best team in this group, I think. Or at least in group stage type games. They know how to work these games in tournaments like this. And I think they will. I think Croatia will be just fine. Croatia moves on. Group C. Fourth place, Slovenia. Luka Doncic let you down. Your football team's about to let you down. That's all I could say. Third place, Serbia. Serbia, you're not Slovenia. That's pretty much it. Second place, Denmark. The two bottom teams in this group suck. England will beat you. You still have Christian Eriksen. So, hey. It'll be nice to see him step on a Euro pitch this summer, though. It will be. Be cathartic. Happy that he's playing, though. And first place, England, because, well, Gareth Southgate says if he loses, he's gone. He should be, especially if he gets grouped. Well, probably should do enough to be a lucky loser in this group anyway. So, yeah, if they get grouped, he sure should be gone. But even then, this is the easy part. But you know that well enough, England, that the group is the easy part. You know that well enough. Just like I do. We all know it. But you'll win the group. Good for you. Group D, fourth place, Austria. Look at the teams in this group. You won't even beat Poland. And Poland's a joke at this point. But Lewandowski's still there, but they're a joke. So, third place, Poland. Those top two teams, you ain't beating them. But you'll beat Austria, thanks to Lewandowski single-handedly. But things might go your way in the lucky losers, but just wait. Second place, Netherlands. They were the ones who beat Canada, and I put them second. Friendlies don't really mean anything, but, you know, France is still France. It's the first place, France, because on paper, they should win this group on a romp. Now, the fact they drew Canada sort of worries me, but I think it means more for Canada, that 0-0 draw, than it does France, in my opinion, but France finishes first. Group E, Slovakia, fourth place. Third place, Romania. Romania's getting tipped to do really well in this tournament. I could see it. Or at least be a dark horse. I could see it, but for me, Romania, third place, works for me. Second place, Ukraine. Ukraine's got some really low-key good players like a Mudryk, like Zinchenko, and they're in a group where they should finish second. Hell, they could finish first if Belgium chokes, which wouldn't shock me considering their golden generation's aging out and their best player now, or their best player outside of the golden generation, was born 10 years too early to enjoy that golden generation, who, if he was in that golden generation and 10 years older, they might actually won something. Jeremy Doku. But Ukraine, second place. First place, Belgium. Jeremy Doku will carry you to first place. Works for me. Group F. Fourth place, Georgia. Not Atlanta, Georgia. The country, Georgia, of Kvaratskhelia. Kvaradona. Don't know why I did that, but you know, whatever. Kvara can only do so much. Hopefully he saved everything for Georgia this summer instead of Napoli, because not good that he's not on the form he was last year. That also hurts you. Third place, Turkey. The dark horses of 2021 are back. At least people aren't talking about them being dark horses again, because they'd look stupid if they failed again. But third place, because you're not Georgia. Second place, Czech Republic, Czechia. Czechia's got some low-key good players, but in a group like this, I think it'll be enough to finish second. I think so. And first place, Portugal, because still have Cristiano Ronaldo. They have got a good side. They still got a really good team besides Cristiano. Jota, Gonçalo Ramos, Bruno Fernandes. They got a good side. Portugal, first place. It's not hard, but whatever. The lucky losers, in no particular order. The third place teams that move through in my book: Poland, Spain, Hungary, and Turkey. So Romania and Serbia, you get the short straws. You're out. Round of 16. Scotland versus Italy. I got Italy winning because Italy, on paper, again, has a better team than Scotland. They have a better manager. Scotland is a tough team, but I think Italy will be able to get it done against Scotland. That one shouldn't be too crazy. England versus Turkey. England wins because, again, it's one of those England gets an early, easy match, easy draw up until the quarterfinals. And people singing's coming home until that final whistle of the game they blow. But Turkey, yeah, they have no chance against England with Bellingham, Alexander-Arnold, especially hopefully in the midfield. Declan Rice, Cole Palmer, Saka, Harry Kane. Yeah, Turkey has no chance. Probably 6-0 England, probably. France versus Czechia. France. Again, similar situation. Czechia, sorry to tell you, but France is going to rip you to shreds. Hate to tell you, but enjoy it. Belgium versus Hungary. Belgium. Because I think Belgium are good enough to beat a team like Hungary. I think Belgium still have the quality. I think Jeremy Doku might do it single-handedly, but I don't see an upset coming here. Belgium moves on. Croatia versus Poland. Croatia, because there's no way Lewandowski scores against a team who can make his life a living hell defensively. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, Croatia gets the win. Germany versus Denmark. Germany. They have the firepower. They have the talent. I think they get the win against Denmark. Wouldn't surprise me. They're at home. They have the talent. Denmark, I don't think, have that cutting edge like they did 3 years ago. Yeah, Germany wins. Portugal versus Spain. The rematch of that crazy 3-3 draw at the 2018 World Cup. The streets won't forget. But this time, Portugal wins. Portugal wins. I don't think Spain has the firepower they did 6 years ago? 6 years ago. I don't think so. I don't think so. Portugal wins. Netherlands versus Ukraine. Netherlands got way too much firepower. They're hot right now. Ukraine, I don't think they have the equality of beating the Netherlands. Netherlands go on to the quarterfinals. England versus Italy in the quarterfinals, and I think Italy's going to make England cry again. Their tournament ended in the final in 2021 against Italy. Italy relegated them in the Nations League. And Italy did lose both qualifiers in their Euro group to England, but that was under Roberto Mancini. Italy will beat England at the Euros. I'm calling it now. Chiesa carries again. Scamacca has a damn good game. Retegui announces himself to the world. And you know what? Vicario ends up being the starter by then and gets a clean sheet. And the defense of Italy has a damn good game because the Italy defense looks amazing right now. Italy on to the semifinals. Belgium versus France. The rematch of the 2018 semifinal. This time, Belgium doesn't come in the favorite. France does. And this time, the favorite wins. France moves on. Croatia versus Germany. Croatia will make Germany's life a living hell. Just like they make everybody else's. Croatia fights their way through on penalties against Germany to the semifinals. Portugal versus Netherlands. I got the Netherlands winning because, again, the firepower the Netherlands have, I don't think Portugal could combat. I don't think they can. The Netherlands win. Semifinals. France versus Italy. Italy's defense stands strong again. Another masterclass from Gianluca Scamacca. And you know what? I have a feeling when Mbappe says the Euros are harder to win than the Copa America, that quote's going to be a meme by the end of this tournament because Italy's beating France. France goes down before the final again. Just like when Switzerland took them down. At least they got further this time. Italy takes down France out of nowhere. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling something like that's going to happen. And it's not because I'm wearing an Italy jersey. It's just because I have a funny feeling that Kylian Mbappe is going to look like a meme at the end of this tournament for saying the Euros are harder to win than the World Cup. Well, of course, it's harder to win than the Copa America. But the World Cup. Because he wanted to shit on South America again. Because for some reason, point being is he shit on South America. But he's going to look like a meme to the Italians and the Argentinians. You get what you deserve. Croatia versus Netherlands. I got Croatia. Because Netherlands always is known for blowing things. Even when it's their best situation, they're known for blowing things. It's just nobody talks about it like they do England. Croatia gets it done. They find a way. Netherlands falls in another semifinal. And finally, the final, Croatia versus Italy. I have respect for Croatia. I think they're a tough team. I have a lot of respect and a soft spot for Croatia, but if you beat England and France getting to the final, and even Scotland, you should be able to beat Croatia. Italy beats Croatia and wins the Euros back-to-back. That's my prediction. Italy doesn't fall at the final hurdle, at the hurdle that arguably they shouldn't fall at. Italy gets it done and they win the Euros. So there's my predictions for Euro 2024. Italy goes back-to-back. And no, that's not bias. I think they have a good squad. And if everything goes to plan, which, just like it did in 2021, it can, they could do it. I'll talk to you in a month. Okay? Just saying. With that being said, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe, know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share it for friends and family, all that great stuff. At 6 p.m. Central, I'll be on Rafa's channel for his Copa and Euros predictions. So once that's over, if this is up, if you're watching that stream, then watch this. Great. If you watch the replay of that after you're done watching this, or whatever, because by the time this gets up, it'll be on. There you go. And then, of course, on Saturday, I'll be live for Italy versus Albania and Toronto FC versus Chicago Fire. 2 lives, 2 reviews. That's what the next couple of days look like. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.